You know, as it pertains to the San Antonio Spurs drafting alien unicorn Victor Wembanyama, who knows what the future holds? It should be bright, barring any injuries, and our fingers are crossed that Victor is fine. But we know what happens to tall guys, right? Let's hope it doesn't happen to Victor Wembanyama, because this kid has the special tools to take a franchise and lift it all the way up. So that's what we're going to talk about right here on RC Talks NBA and WNBA. Let's get into it. So I think it's a foregone conclusion at this point. It's a literal no-brainer that come draft night, which is rapidly approaching us, that the San Antonio Spurs will select big man from France, monstrous big man from France, Victor Wembanyama. Well, this video is about how long do I think that it will take before we start seeing some payoff. Because I am wondering if he's going to be instantaneously successful like a LeBron James. There's not many that came in and took the NBA by storm like a young 18-year-old LeBron James. We must remember that players like Hakeem Olajuwon and Michael Jordan, AI, they came into the league with at least some seasoning under their belt. So I don't know. Actually, I don't feel that Victor Wembanyama is going to come out of the gate explosive. But I think if you do give Victor Wembanyama at least, and I'm saying at least half of the season, you will start to see some of that player that can do it all. And some people are saying that he can do it all. He can pass, he can block, he can shoot, he can board. And from the tapes that I've seen, I haven't saw but one full game, but I've seen highlights and bits and pieces of tapes. The draft's rapidly approaching, as I said, so I will continue to watch clips in games now, especially seeing that he's about to be shortly in the NBA on draft night. And so I think if you give him half a season, he's not going to be like this. I'm not saying anything like he's going to have like numbers like 22 and 12 and like 6 boards, but I think he'll start off gradually. I don't think they're going to throw the whole world at him immediately, because he's going to take time. It took Giannis time. It took Giannis a few years, and it may take a few years. But I feel like give him half of the year, and I think you're going to see his numbers start to climb. I'm of the belief that he's going to win Rookie of the Year. So you're hearing me say it here first. I'm thinking, and that means he's going to obviously get enough run time, get enough shine, make enough nice plays, brilliant plays, have some good solid stats. Because Rookie of the Year is not about if your team is successful. It's about your numbers, in my opinion. If you're putting up numbers, you're going to win that. So I feel like end of the day for a rookie campaign, and this is all guesswork, none of this is definitive, but I'm just looking at a few things that I see from watching his game tapes. And the guy can really move. He's a fluid athlete. He can get to his spot. I think he needs to improve his jump shot, but he's capable of making a three-point shot. Blocks, are you serious? He can just swat it like it's nothing. He dunks well. It's nothing this kid can't do. He's agile. So I'm looking at him and I'm sitting here thinking, at the end of his first campaign, I think that Wembanyama could potentially average like anywhere between 14 to 16 points a game. Because as the season goes along, and we'll find out fast just how competitive this Spurs team is able to stay, or be, should I say be. Last season, they did get off to like a nice start, like their first 10-game stretch, first 12-game stretch. And then after that, the sky just fell out. But no matter what happens, I think the potential for Victor to get his numbers is very high early on. And I'm talking his rookie campaign. I feel like he could do between 14 and 16 points per game. And I feel like he can get you anywhere from 7 to 9 boards and like a handful of assists. So like maybe 3. I think that these are plausible numbers. Anywhere between 14 and 16 points per game. Anywhere between 7 and 9 rebounds a game. Anywhere between 2 or 3 assists a game. And I don't see him playing like 40 minutes out of the gate. Or even like 35. I think he's probably going to average somewhere between like 26 and probably 31 minutes a night. But then again, if this team fades fast, I can see a scenario where Pop just says, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and put you out there. I mean, you're the future. If he's staying healthy, and I think there's a young nucleus here. I don't know if Romeo Langford's still going to be on the team, and I don't know if they're going to re-sign Trey Jones, but there's young nucleus potential here because you've got Devin Vassell, you've got Keldon Johnson, and these guys are very underrated. You got Malachi Branham. You got the potential of Blake Wesley if he can stay healthy, if he can find a consistent jump shot. There's some potential here, and players that could potentially grow with Wembanyama or be traded to find the right pieces, because ultimately you're going to have to, of course, build this team around Victor Wembanyama. And you're going to want to continue to make great draft selections. Unlike the Cavs, the Cavaliers did not do a good job, in my estimation and opinion, of putting great players and talent around LeBron James. When he was there the very first time, when he was drafted into an organization from his hometown, he did not get the best players around him. And I think it's unfortunate because there was a nice big contract on the table at that time for Michael Redd, one of my favorite players, who didn't take the deal, chose to go back to Milwaukee, and unfortunately he got injured. But Michael Redd could have helped LeBron vastly if he would have taken that deal and if he would have been able to stay healthy. But I think you're going to have to do something in San Antonio where you're going to have to draft well continuously. And what I'm saying when I say that is I think that even though they have Wembanyama, and I think he's going to have a very effective rookie campaign, I don't call playoffs for them next season. One guy, I do see an increased win percentage. I'm going to say they're probably going to win they're probably more than likely going to win an extra 8 to 10 games. I believe they only won, 21 or 22 last year. So I do see an increase in wins just because he's there. And the future is incredibly bright, like the sunlight. So, yeah, big things are going to happen. Really big things are going to happen in the San Antonio Spurs organization and for the franchise. If you're a Spurs fan, future should definitely be bright with this kid as long as he can stay healthy, stay away from knee injuries, and if he does take a nick, hopefully it's nothing major. And shout out to Chet Holmgren from the Oklahoma City Thunder, because he should be back, and he should be able to make his rookie debut this season, and I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully, barring injuries, we see Victor Wembanyama And in my thoughts and opinions, I think he can win Rookie of the Year. I mean, I think he's just going to start out slow. I see an increased win percentage for San Antonio, but nothing that will keep them away from the draft lottery. But hey, it's an exciting time to see the Spurs now, and he's definitely going to bring in tickets. It's a really good time to basically be a Spurs fan if you are. I think they're going to put an exciting product on the floor. If I was them, I'd re-up, sign Trey Jones, Devin Vassell, if he can stay healthy. I like Keldon Johnson a lot. And you should just let this team. And then I almost forgot before I end the video, Jeremy Sohan. It's not right to not mention him. The guy is full of energy, great rebounder, working on his shot as we speak. I feel like putting him next to Victor, Sohan will be able to do some of the dirty work, and it will help, Victor in the long run as he builds that body mass, because even though Sohan is a little bit undersized, I do think he's going to be a great guy to put next to Victor Wembanyama. And if they could just go out and find the big, I do think they need to get a big guy, a big center like Steven Adams, somebody like, Zubac from the Clippers, somebody that can do the dirty work. That way it doesn't have to fall on Wemby's shoulders. That's his nickname as far as I know, Wemby. So, hey, it's been fun talking about the Spurs and Victor Wembanyama. We'll do it again shortly. The draft is coming. Appreciate you guys for watching, supporting the channel. It's all love. I'm out.